Hello Team Just Cause, and this is Jose. I'm your instructor for game balancing. I will be testing your milestone. As a reminder, your feature list is due tomorrow by 11:59 p.m. Tomorrow is March 18th. So, without further ado, let's get started. Loading up the game. So in this screen, I would probably not have the target out if you're going to use the mouse, or if you're going to use the mouse, if you're going to use the target, then hide the mouse. Because right now the target is a little bit off from the mouse when we move, and that's a little distracting. Let's go to options. Seems like both the music and sound effect option sliders are working. Control. Alright. Escape will pause. Change my weapons using the 1, 2, 3 keys. I can move with WASD or the arrows. Left click plus hold consumes power. So the way I'm reading this, if I hold left click, it'll do it. So left click and hold and maybe hit right click. This is a bit unclear. Uh, Maybe you can go through it. Maybe it's gone through more in the tutorial. We'll see. Options. So your options is kind of low resolution. It's fine for now. Right now, it works. But I would definitely, probably, yeah. In the future, I'd recommend that you have this be more crisp. So it's more easily readable. See, level select, start, enemy, base, boss. Very cool. I would probably gray out continue if you can't use it, and don't allow it to be clicked. Start a new game. Alright. So on first thought is, I don't like the fact that I could lose sight of my character. You should probably work on your camera so that it stays constrained to this area. Even, maybe when he gets to this wall, it goes to the top of the screen. So maybe when you constrain to the wall, the camera will go that way. Okay, so mouse over items to view information, ammo. Very cool. So So if this door is a time door, there should be some indication that it's a time door. Maybe you had that target on there, maybe have it fill up. So when you open it, it turns a solid color other than red, and then it starts to fill in. just to denote to the player that, hey, this door is going to close. Alright. So it looks like I did get something up in the development console that says ensure read write is enabled on the particle system texture. Let's see if this is an item. Yep, it's an item. So I'm hovering over this and it doesn't say what it is, but alright, so this is no good. I lost sight of my character died, and I have no idea why. It also doesn't look like I'm shooting where my mouse is. So here, maybe you're talking about this wall. Alright, so I'm coming up this way. It comes up. The wall that I immediately see is this. Alright, so you want to guide your player better to let them know which wall they should be destroying. Like right here, I lose sight of that. I think that probably should be your first challenge, right? You just have like that brown wall, uh, just to establish to the player that, hey, these walls can be destroyed by bombs. I'm assuming this gets destroyed by the bomb, and it does. For consistency's sake, I would probably, like I was able to tell because of the brown that was in there, but I'd probably just make the whole thing brown just so that players know, hey, this is something that gets destroyed by bombs. It's very clear. There's no, whoa, where these guys come from? Maybe. Alright, so that those guys seem to be spawning from nowhere. Uh, if you're gonna have enemies spawning from a place other than a spawn point, make sure that it's not happening on the screen with the player. So when I come up to a door like this, especially the first time, you should probably let the player know that they need something else to get past it, assuming they're gonna need this key. Also, you should probably have something on screen to let player know that they have a key, especially if you're going to be using like one key per door. Yeah. So as you can see, the bullet is not hitting where I'm hovered over. See, it's like a little bit over to the right of where my bullseye is. Should work on that and make sure that it's hitting exactly where the player is has their cursor over. This reticle. That's the word I was looking for. Yeah, their bullets are never gonna reach me. Whoa, whoa. I can't see anything. Yeah, so this should never happen. So I'm getting a lot of errors here. Uh, there's an argument exception. The object you want to instantiate is null. I got that twice, and then another one that says set destination can only be called on an active agent that has been placed on a nav mesh. For gameplay, I'd probably have these bushes burn quicker. I'm assuming these guys will take a lot of damage with this. Okay, so I died, and it's cool that I was spawned back here, but the door should still stay open. Like I've already unlocked it. Alright, as you can see in that little instance, those shots disappeared when they hit him. However, his health was not going down. It looks like the items that get dropped have a time limit on them. Let me see. Yeah. So, and that's fine for gameplay purposes, but you should telegraph that to the player. So, maybe have them as right before, a couple seconds before they're going to disappear, maybe have them flash to let the player know that, hey, uh, this is going to disappear soon. Actually, Alright, so these guys are now not moving at all. Alright, so I'm still getting a bunch of errors. Fortunately, nothing is crashing the game. So, but you need to get these fixed for the next submission. Oh, I had no idea that that was something to avoid. I would definitely give that a different color. I have all of these, look like they're bullet shadows coming at me. That's confusing. And they're following me. Alright, so that's a health item. If I'm already at full health, you shouldn't allow me to pick it up. Now, I'll leave that up to you because that is a gameplay call. Uh, I just think it would be better. I don't know what these things are spawning. Ah, yeah, and yeah, those should change colors. I can't. Okay. Especially when you're taking a lot of damage like this, having those health pickups are really helpful. And one of the things you need to do as a designer is protect players from themselves. I don't know what these guys are spawning. Alright, these guys, they're seeing me through the wall. And they should not be. So it looks like those guys have a distance. I need to get that health, so. But if you look, I'm in no danger from this guy. He's not doing anything to me. Here, let me get it so that I. So I pretty much gamed the system here. They should have something that they're gonna do if they're within a certain distance of you. Because right now, there is no fear. Like I know they can't do anything to me. And they're seeing me throughout the level. They're throwing these bombs that are just, they're flying way over my head. There really is. Oh, I guess they keep spawning, so let me go find their spawner. Guess they're spawning from up here somewhere. Alright, so that spawner had a... Whoa. As you can see, there are a bunch of different errors coming up, which is unfortunate because at this point, these should not be a thing. Like, I'm not even gonna worry about these guys because I know they can't do anything to me. Just get rid of them because they're annoying. Alright, so that turret, he seemed to have killed me. Oh, sorry, I said killed me. He seemed to have hit me, even though he was already in the process of being destroyed. So there are enemies still in the area. It won't let me pass. Let me go ahead and I'll try to find the enemy. Although, I should have something that's telling me how many enemies are still in the area. I don't think these are considered enemies. No, because I shoot right over them. Alright, so I do not see any additional enemies. Gonna do another quick sweep. So I do not see any enemies. So it's probably one of these errors here. So go to main menu. Let me. So continue is not working still. I will select. I'm guessing that was the base. Let me go ahead and just check to make sure. Yep, that was the base. So I'm just gonna go on to the boss level. I don't know what these are on the floor. Let's see if I can blow it up. Doesn't seem like it. Can't shoot it. Maybe flamethrower? No. Alright, so I guess they're supposed to be pushing me some way. Uh, Alright, so I guess it's from light to dark. Yeah, this is not very clear, and it was never explained to the player. Okay, I'm getting a whole bunch of errors, and he's not taking any damage. And this was light to dark. Alright. Alright, so it is from light to... I don't need to be on this. So that one just totally just threw me off. Alright, so it's from light to dark, so... Yeah. Oh. I know that you said you were gonna have a melee character somewhere, and I don't see a melee character. Oh. So that spawned off in the swamp. Okay, so this is the melee enemy. Okay, so it looks like I can release... What I'd probably do is not have the boss spawn here. Maybe make another room up here that you can go into. That way you can better control the distance the player has away from the boss. Because right now, I can shoot him from a range, and there's nothing. He can't reach me. So there wasn't really much of a challenge in that. So definitely I would probably make a boss room and work on the boss battle more. It seems like he has a couple things that he's trying to do. I can't really see what they're doing because honestly, why would I ever stay in range as a player? I can shoot him from a much further distance, and he's staying away from me and not getting in range to actually hit me. So, I'm just gonna stay in the back and cheap shot him. So, yeah, boss battle needs a lot of work. All right, so I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to be going through your feature list and grading the milestone according to the feature list, and I will upload that along with this video or link to this video later.